This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 319! Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 20, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now on the return. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They run again on 1st down. Cook, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw. Bentley flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. Buying time to his left. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 11. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue landed!
from the gun. Bentley. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bentley. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Bentley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to rifle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw again. Bentley. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley stepping up. He'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. Bentley. And he's able to find Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard. Hot, hot.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. On first down, Bentley. And that's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. On second down, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
319!
Rodgers now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. And it's second down. The give is to Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Bentley. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. A dump underneath to Jones. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Crosby puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Bentley escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley, throw left side on target to Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Bentley. And Rudolph has it left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep winging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Leopard! Leopard!
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, and no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley. Got some real estate inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. Bentley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Operating from the gun. Bentley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Bentley. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Peaks got it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got Pete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Rodgers. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw on 3rd down. Bentley. And he's going to go down again. Clay Matthews in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, it's Jones. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Bentley. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is an even...
And a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Green 18. Wide right. Hold.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, 626. Green 18.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He gets it here to Peak. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
18. Hey, 626. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Jumbo!
Rodgers to throw once more. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he slides to avoid the hit. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Bentley. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Looking to throw. Bentley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bentley. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Gone!
On third down, Bentley. Flush to his right. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want to.
Without a doubt. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. From the gun, Bentley. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Max North. 319.
A give to Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Rodgers now throwing on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome?
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bentley, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Bentley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on first down. Bentley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Bentley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Bentley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
319! Kelly, zone left, Kelly.
Rodgers throwing here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
You